Want to start off by giving all praises and glory and honor unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Barakatah Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers teaching this truth and sincerity. And shalom to the few brothers and sisters that's listening to this truth, getting to understand it. So, just wanted to talk about how Jake goes unnoticed, because Jake is the reason why all these, basically, a lot of these inventions are here today, and Jake does not get no credit for that, being that we're under the so-called white man's rulership, who's Esau, you know what I'm saying? So he wouldn't give us our recognition and the credit that we deserve for all the things that we provide for the society. But he'd rather have it that to make it seem like we're just niggers, coons, spicks, wetbacks, no good, stupid, dumb, the stuff that they portray in the media, because the media has a heavy presence or a heavy outlook on how people think on us so-called blacks, Hispanics and Native Americans, who are the Israelites, according to the Holy Scriptures, But I want to get into Nathan Nearest Green, all right, who was a former slave, who was a distiller, all right. He was the one that actually helped Jack Daniels start his whiskey company, Just want to get into that, because it says Nathan Nearest Green was a formerly enslaved African American head distiller, commonly referred to now as a master distiller. He's known as being the master distiller who taught distilling techniques to Jack Daniel. Okay? And as you know, today, Jack Daniel, founder of the Jack Daniel Tennessee Whiskey Distillery, we know that Jack Daniel is a very popular whiskey brand, American whiskey brand. Okay? But I didn't even know that, a so-called black man was the one that actually showed the ways of this distilling to Jack. All right. So this is the stuff that they don't really promote in the media or just in the media, because they'll have us thinking that we don't come from much. We don't come from nothing. We were just slaves. You know what I'm saying? But as slaves, who was doing all the work? You know what I'm saying? They just tell us that we're slaves and we're this and we're that. They don't uplift us, which they shouldn't anyways. To hell with them, they're heathens. Alright? But it's just the fact that our people don't know how great we are and the great things that we accomplish and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Says this was the first master distiller for Jack Daniel Distillery and the first American master distiller on record in the United States. Okay. I mean, he was a master at his craft, The Most High blessed gave him a talent, and he mastered that talent. They call him the master distiller, just like the Most High is the master of the universe. He leaves his spirit within his people to be great. He gives them a specific talent, and he makes them be great. You know what I'm saying? It says Green was one of a few slaves owned by Cal who stayed on after being freed. When introducing Green to an 8-year-old Jack Daniel, Kyle is quoted as saying, "Uncle Nearest is the best whiskey maker that I know of." Kyle is then quoted as saying to Green, "I want Jack to become the world's best whiskey distiller. If he wants to be, you help me teach him." Green served as a master distiller on the property known as Nearest Green. Okay. Said that Green also played the fiddle and was a lively entertainer. Alright, but the Esau, so-called white people, they use Jake as entertainers, They just use us as gestures, Mind you, we're the ones that if we weren't on, if they didn't have us in slavery, their kingdom would be dead, you know? No liveliness or nothing to them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, this just goes to show you the lack of credit and respect Jake actually gets in the society, you know? But as we can get into the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Says the fruit of thy land. Oh, this is Salakia. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 33. Says the fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed away. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake putting in work, you know what I'm saying? Jake puts in work and we don't get no credit for it. You know, we're just being oppressed. You know what I'm saying? Just work. Work for me, nigga. That's it. That's all they, you know, that's all we're here for, is to build up this kingdom and not our own. Well, obviously this is not our kingdom, so you know what I'm saying? But this is the curses that would fall upon us. You know what I'm saying? It says thou shalt plant. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 39. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shalt neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worm shall eat them. Okay? So that goes on to the curses. I'm sure Nearest Green, Nathan Nearest Green, you know, he helped become one of the master distillers, but how did his seed reap the rewards of Jack Daniels becoming one of the best whiskey dispensers, the distilleries? No. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the curses, you know? They just use us and then they get rid of us. And then they have, since it's their kingdom, their rulership, their power, they can say, oh, we invented this and we invented that. All right? But without Jake, they're nothing, you know? It says Proverbs 31 and 6. It says, give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be heavy of hearts, you know? So nothing wrong with drinking the whiskey. You know what I'm saying? If you're going through stuff, you just want to relax and lift up your spirits a little bit, you can drink that. You know, the Most High said it's everything in moderation. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, the Most High put the spirit on Nathan to dispense the whiskey, like to create the whiskey as well, you know? But like I said, everything in moderation, you know? And this is Jeremiah 10 and 16. It says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. You know what I'm saying? So we're the former of all things. Anything you could think of that was innovative, that's keeping the society going, we're the ones that thought of that. All right? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right? You guys are the greatest people on the earth, and don't let anybody tell you different. Okay? That's just the facts, all right? You so-called white people, you're not smart. If you're smart, you'd have the earth working in harmony, and nobody would be living in turmoil. But you guys have the earth all fucked up and in chaos. You guys are not smart. All right. The Most High is not dealing with you. The Most High just gave you a little rain. All right. But you guys are going into slavery under the rulership of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and the Israelites. Okay. But yeah, that was the point. And so people were edified and shalom.